Hi there everybody, my name is Noah Ferentz from Red Knox Productions, and today I'm going to be doing a director's commentary on the short film, How Do I Find Love? So just to give a bit of background before we jump into it, I started working at the Nugget in October of 2019, and at the time I was their photo editor, and then in 2020 when the semester turned around, I then moved into the video editor position. And I've got to say, working at the Nugget has been the most artistically satisfying experience I've ever had. Not only was I working with a lot of very talented and just extraordinary people, I also had a lot of freedom in terms of the direction that I could take videos pretty much throughout the entire semester. And having that sort of freedom as an artist is like the best thing in the world. You know, the sky is the limit. So in February is when the Nugget releases its Love, Sex, and Romance issue, and it kind of complements Valentine's Day, and I wanted to make a video that kind of brought a new perspective on what love is and allows the audience to reflect exactly on how they love. And kind of judging by the reception that I got from the video, I think I did a good job trying to show that. But enough of the blabber, let's get into the video.
How do I find love? I am so busy all the time, with school, with work, with everything. So how do I find love? Am I not looking in the right place? Have I just not found the one?
Yeah, throughout the piece, I tried to always have a visual that gave more punch to whatever the line of dialogue was. So whether it was, being busy at work or school, I tried to always have something that visually captured what I was saying so that it really, again, just punched a little harder. As well, I am so thankful that I was able to find music that fit this piece so very well. The tone, the mood, the atmosphere, the ambience of it all, it really just enhances the whole film to another level. It's ridiculous. And often too, on a low budget, it's really difficult to find high quality royalty free music. However, YouTube's free audio library actually has a lot of really nice hidden gems in there. It just takes a little while to actually sort through all of it, but I'm glad I really took the time to go through it all and then end up finding this piece of music here.
Maybe it's just not for me. Maybe it's me. But what is love?
I've only had a couple people actually comment on the voice that I was trying to portray while doing this. If anybody's seen the TV show You on Netflix, I was kind of going for like a Joel Goldberg kind of tone, and once I tell people about it, they're like, oh yeah, oh okay, that makes, yeah. No, but I really wanted something that felt intimate, a kind of like voice in your head sort of thing, and being like really close to the mic and then adding a little dialogue processor really made my voice kind of fill the atmosphere and again matching the whole tone of the piece.
Maybe, just maybe, it's me. The one I've been trying to find love from is me.
I get a lot of flack for keeping the mirror dirty, but it's for a reason. So at this point, it's revealed to you in the film that you're supposed to be loving yourself first, and doing that is the most important part. And in this shot here where I'm looking at myself through a mirror, the whole symbolism of it all is supposed to be that even though it's very difficult and messy to love yourself, you're still there on the other side. And that's what I tried to get across with this is, loving yourself isn't an easy thing to do. many people struggle with this. I've struggled with this, and I think it's such an important thing to really recognize is loving yourself is not an easy thing to do, but you're still there at the end of the day. It's still you, and you can still be loved and love yourself. Or I'm just lazy.
Not in a bottle or some paper or a pill, but in me.
Big shout out to stock video websites. The shot where it's the like the club, the shot of the guy smoking, as well as the pills, they were all taken from free stock video websites. In certain instances where artists are restricted in certain ways, like for example with the shot of the club, I'm not gonna bring my camera to this club and probably get bumped by some guy and then end up ruining my equipment. So by utilizing things like that where oftentimes you can't afford to take that risk, or maybe it's out of your reach, utilizing stock video can help you to fill in the gaps of your films, so that maybe you're a bit safer with it. Maybe you're on a budget, maybe you're just a solo guy like me who doesn't have a big crew, big set, big budgets to work around and stage these certain things. Stock video can actually be a really good alternative.
In the pursuit of love, I forgot who I should be loving first. Myself. The one in the mirror.
That shot there with the camera in the truck shooting forward was actually kind of difficult, but not really. I should say that I'm just thankful that I got it. I had my camera on a tripod in the back of my truck, and my back seat is like really small. It fits like a couple backpacks and that's it. So having that jimmy rigged I thought was certain to fail, but thankfully it turned out really clean. Even too with the roads, I thought it was going to be ridiculously bumpy and I was going to get this ridiculous camera shake and it was going to be awful. But surprisingly, it was smooth. I'd barely done any stabilizing in post to fix any of it. Most of what you see is often straight out of the camera. This whole project actually is pretty much a culmination of really good luck that just fell on my lap and just worked, and I couldn't be more thankful that it all did. Man, this video is pretty much just me hyping up my own projects. No, but even too with the pauses in between certain lines, or the shots cutting as soon as like a beat hits, I think is so necessary for something like this where the pace is so slow and there's pauses that allow you to reflect as you're watching it. Even at the end here, there's a subtle Black Mirror reference. Essentially, if you're viewing this on a phone or a laptop, if it ever cuts to black, you'll be able to see yourself in the reflection. And that was kind of like the point of this little ending here was, yeah, the one in the mirror. And then it cuts to the black mirror so you can see yourself. So the one you've been searching for is yourself. And I think having those pauses again, those times to reflect within the piece, and then the lines of dialogue along with the visual cues just keep punching you with this message and makes you reflect and really think. And that's exactly what I was trying to go for with this, is true self-reflection on how you love. And man, even watching this again, this came out in February and it's April right now, and it gets me still. And I made the damn thing. Man, yeah, I don't think I've ever been more proud of a piece of work that I've made, or video at the very least. The reception on this that I got was just phenomenal, and I'm so glad people took the time out of their day to actually like take a second and watch it through, and then have it truly resonate with them. That's the whole point of why I wanted to become a filmmaker and a photographer. I wanted people to really feel the art that I was making and the things that I was capturing. I wanted people to really feel that. Like, there's so much weight to this one and so much punch and feeling and emotion. Like, this is the kind of art that I feel like I always want to make, is the things that make you feel, because I feel like those are the most important. And I think this film particularly is a true testament of what the individual can do. You know, I pretty much put this thing together myself, and it turned out really, really well, I think. And I think other people can do that as well. Even if you had an iPhone or, you know, whatever rinky-dink camera, I think that anybody could put this together and create something spectacular. And I think in these trying times, that's truly important now, is to find new opportunities for things or try something different or unconventional. Obviously, of course, staying safe, but, you know, going out of your comfort zone a little bit to make something that you feel passionate about. This piece really came from the heart and something that I was truly feeling. And I think with that, just that simple idea of having passion about something, you can create the most spectacular things ever. And I encourage everybody else to do the same. Make something that they are passionate about, whether it's drawing, painting, photos, videos, music, like all these things. This is the prime time to start creating, I feel. But thank you all so much for watching. It's been a pleasure making this, having people react to it. It's been just a joy. Sadly, my time at the Nugget is over. However, I might make a couple projects for them over the summer, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. I'm still in the works for a bunch of other projects for Red Knox, so make sure you follow me on all my socials to make sure you're keeping up with that. I have an Instagram, Twitter, and of course the YouTube channel here, where you can get updates on all new projects from me. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you in the next one.